I'm looking for the direction for the government. If the government insists that I should close my shop and go, it's coming from the government direction. I will close and go.
So you are ignoring this organization?
I'm not ignoring the organization, but
it's a South African right here. He says because he married her in system as a paper. You know paper now. I want to have citizenship. He married her in system as a paper.
She need to be studied. That is how we women should be treating men. You use me for passport to get citizenship in my country. I keep your body when you buy. 2 days ago, this particular video trended across all the social media platforms. This Nigerian man refusing to go because he is in South Africa to save South Africans. And a lot of people reacted, oh, you see, this one is documented, but they're asking him to go. Do you know that you can be documented and still not have the rights to do some things in a country? For example, I am a Nigerian living in Ghana. I am documented to an extent, but I cannot open a business in Ghana because I do not have that document to do so. And of course, I cannot open a bank account in Ghana because I do not have that document to do so. If I want to open a bank account in Ghana, there are requirements for it, and I do not have it. If I have it, I'll be allowed to open an account. And of course, if I open that account and I want to do a business in Ghana the right way, do you know that I need another paper to be able to do so? Do you understand? If I do not have it, I cannot justify doing that business with the other papers that I have. And this is one thing I think a lot of people do not understand, or they just understand but don't want to accept. You can be documented in a country and still not be qualified to do some things in a country. I don't know how to explain it. So at this point, I think the best thing is no need to explain it, because there's no how to explain it, because the media houses are being biased. Have you seen some of the clips from top media houses like Al Jazeera, BBC, DW Africa? Have you seen how they report news from South Africa? Do you see how they report news from South Africa?
You know, when the Chinese was running this shop, it was when the Chinese was running this shop, the Chinese have one worker or two workers. But since I started running this shop, I created an opportunity for about 20-something South Africans who are working here recently. You understand? I created the opportunity for about 30-something to 20-something South Africans who are working here recently. Am I lying? Am I lying what I'm saying? Am I lying? Am I lying? No, I have to.
Guys, let's keep it short.
Yes.
We don't want any foreigner to run any business here, including you. So today you're closing. We've been telling you. Today we're closing.
Okay, I have about 20 South Africans working inside here. What about them?
No. The measure page, who are they running the place? South African must run the place, not you. Not you.
But I have the document. I have the right document.
We don't care. Okay, guys.
Document to run the saloon.
I'm not running a saloon. I'm not running a saloon. I'm giving the South Africans the saloon. I'm running the head shop. The saloon is being run by South Africans, not me. Listen. I'm running the head shop. At the back of the shop, I created the saloon for the South Africans. Did I do anything wrong?
You must call your boss, but speak to your boss.
So they've stated that you need to leave the country by the 30th of June. What will you say on that? When are you leaving?
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have all the necessary documents it takes to. I have run my business, pay tax for 18 years now. So I have the legal documents. I'm looking for the direction for the government. If the government insists that I should close my shop and go, it's coming from the government direction. I will close and go.
So you are ignoring this organization?
I'm not ignoring the organization, but at the end of the day, the organization stated that they are chasing illegal immigrants. I'm not illegal. I've run a business. I've had this company for more than 13 years, paying tax, paying taxes, employing workers, training workers by myself. How am I doing something illegal at that perspective? Is that illegal?
Not at all.
So that's what I have my confidence. I'm ready to go. What I'm telling them, I'm ready to go close. Even today, what I'm begging you guys is get me a South African you feel is capable to manage this shop. I have 30-something workers here, South Africans, who, if you close this shop, they will be displaced. I want to make sure that while I'm going, they're in good hands. You give me money for my socks and everything, I will leave the shop for you. I'm even tired of all this harassment there and there. Everyone is tired. So I'm not arguing to go. My old problem is that I have trained workers over the years, for more than 13 years. It's a hard work to train good workers. They are here, a number of them. If I close and go, what about their fate? I told them several times, can you manage the shop? They said, no, the rent is expensive. Okay, calm down for me. I'm not going. I'm not leaving you guys behind. As long as I get somebody who is capable to manage this shop as South African, I will go. I'm ready to go.
In short,
you understand, boss? So what I'm saying is that you as a president can assignment, get me somebody who is capable.
No.
To manage the shop.
Let me explain something to you.
All right, bro.
Okay. What we say, we don't want any foreigner to run any business. So if you close now, it's none of your business whether this shop is opening or not. It's none of your business.
What about those South Africans who are working here?
Who have the right? It's not your concern. It's not when you see. No. It's not his concern. It's not his concern.
All week we are here in Vernon. We're not gonna come back again in the same shop.
Go ahead. So, bro, this is the last time I'm telling you. They mustn't put anything. I told this guy, even last year in October, we came here. I told the same guy, I parked my car here and I told him, bro, we don't need you to keep your things here because it's not supposed to be. Have you been at ShopRite? Have you ever gone to ShopRite? ShopRite are doing the same thing as you guys. Have you ever seen them putting things outside? Then why are you guys doing it? Yeah, right out. Okay, this is the last time I'm
snacks and all that. So we'll continue with the multi-agency collaboration. But at this stage, they are transporting them to their various states. When they get there, we expect the state governors to now take over from what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done.
It's a very unfortunate situation that we as Africans have to leave this. You have to do an emergency flight to get out other African citizens from an African country. Air Peace is always there and always ready. It's not only from Nigeria, other countries also repatriated their citizens, and it's very unfortunate, like I said in the beginning. But our interest as an airline is always to be there to support in such a situation.
There was a bus that took everyone from Pretoria to the airport. Got to the airport around 8 p.m. South Africans. And then went through immigration, went through all like that. It was very smooth because the South African government had already done the security checks. And one of the arguments that the Nigerian government was able to wrangle of the South African government was to forgive minor offense. So if you have paid your visa, if you renew your passport, there was custody issues, things that they're not crimes. They were permitted so that they would not be discharged at the points at
Some of the returnees share their experiences in South Africa and are happy to be back home.
The recent attack on me, because when South Africans, when they see you, you bought a car they don't have, they get jealous of you.
My husband died last year, December. Yes, he was shot when he was coming back from home. They killed him there. It's not up to 1 week, they bury him like a chicken. The South African woman that we are sharing my husband with say he doesn't want the body to come home. That is a South African right here. He says because he married her in system as a paper. You know paper now, you want to have citizenship. He married her in citizenship as a paper. But my husband started with me here in Nigeria before he go to South Africa. Everything they say they want to do for me, I am so very, because I had whatever they say, they'll give us a hope to start new life. So I am very, very happy, whether it's big or it's small. Home is home. Other Nigeria should learn. Home is home. And I'm still telling those one over there, they must know how they're going to make a plan and convince that South African woman to allow the children to come back home. The women that they must not go to South Africa. South Africa is not a place to go and hustle. They mustn't dare to go to South Africa. South Africa is not a home. It's not a useless place.
The returnees constitute the first batch of the over 1,000 Nigerians who have shown interest to return from South Africa following xenophobic attacks in the country. 4 more flights are scheduled to bring the remaining Nigerians home before the end of June, according to officials.
All these ones that are excited because they have had 1 million naira, MTN is giving them 100,000 naira and giving them data and giving them this and that. The government have promised them this and that. They are now so excited that even those that didn't suffer, they are now saying they suffered in the hands of South Africans. Kudos to you. I hope that money will last you. Even people when don't get anything for South Africa safe, then they claim say they be get. Now, for those that are always saying they take businesses and give it to their people, a lot of people make it look like the businesses are just taking freely without paying the owners anything and just giving it to the South Africans. It's not like that. They pay them. They calculate their money and they pay. They negotiate and get paid. They get paid their money back. And then these businesses are handed over to a South African that has the money to purchase it. But when I say basically, when I don't want to guess. See, it's annoying how people just want to demonize anything to demonize South Africans. It's okay. You know, if you don't look carefully, you will think that South Africans are not even human. There are some weird, wicked ghosts. That is what Africans want us to believe. If you talk about it, they'll shame you. You are looking for view. I keep saying that South African videos are not making me as much money as my average video on Ghana or Nigeria. The amount of views that I get, if I get same amount of views talking about Ghana, I will be making reasonable amount of money from these videos. But unfortunately, at the moment, it's not like that. You know, it makes me sad to know that my fellow Nigerians think they are saving others. Why don't you bring those jobs opportunity? Take this jobs opportunity back to Nigeria. That is where it is needed the most. Go to Nigeria. A lot of Nigerian youths are ready to work. Why don't you take your business, go to Nigeria, stop helping South Africans. Go to Nigeria and create these opportunities. A lot of youths are looking for jobs in Nigeria. And Nigerians are willing to work. Why not take that job to Nigeria? Take the business to Nigeria. Go and operate it there. Leave South Africans to suffer. Stop this. People say they don't need your help. And you think you can gaslight them with, I'm helping you. Do you have the legal documents to do that business in South Africa or not? If you do not have it, then please start by having the documents rather than seeking to help the citizens of South Africa. The woman is blaming a South African woman, and for me personally, I want to applaud that South African woman for keeping the body of her husband in South Africa. Yeah, that is where that body belongs. Keep it there. He married you for the papers. He got the papers. But he cried and you kept the body. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. He has a wife in Nigeria, a typical Nigerian wife. Instead of her blaming her husband for the misfortune he brought upon the family, no, she will blame her fellow woman for keeping. She has the legal documents to keep the body of that man in a strange land, in a foreign country. As a Nigerian, in some part of Nigeria, that is a height of disrespect to a man, not being taken back to your village to be buried there. Now she's out here blaming her fellow women. I like that South African woman. You kept his body because it took you for granted, by using you to get citizenship. After using a man or a woman to get citizenship, what do you think will happen? You think the universe will suddenly understand with you and just support you because you are special? I beg, that South African woman need to be studied. That is how we women should be treating men. Yeah, we should be treating men that way. You use me for passport to get citizenship in my country. I keep your body when you buy. Anyway, we have come to the end of this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.